These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams here playing for pride as the final week of the NFL season is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down is Carr. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Kicked off near the 32. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Intercepted. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On second down, Jacobs takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing his car on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line.
1-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. He's 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Now 3rd and 5.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Mark 55, Mark 54.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's into the clear. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And thee coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Flushed out right. They'll have a 1st down past the 40. And that's going to be caught. It's Rico Gafford. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. The drive will start with an option going left. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the 1st down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I'd get a few more yards if I just lowered my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach and probably his agent, too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for a triple option, you've actually called that play.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
Here we go. Here we go.
And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 35. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's a good pick up there at 22. is a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Blocked it.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Raiders, nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. Their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. From midfield, here's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Josh Jacobs,
another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Carr now on first down. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down, Raiders.
Monday, down. 180. You don't want nothing, baby. You don't do. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Hey, watch edge, watch edge.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Shotgun now for Carr. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
To Henry
they get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of run. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Complete to
and they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's first and goal.
Here we go, D. Hey,
And they let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. It's the fullback. His second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for
now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field. But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. At halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
2 yards.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Again, they'll throw with Carr. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Again, it's Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfrow, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. 13.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Man open left side is Brown.
Jackson's pass.
Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback or running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the 1st half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And where will this be spotted?
The Raiders.
The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
46-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Rico Gafford, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he... takes it inside the 40.
A gain of 18 on the play. And a Raider first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out. Tight end roll, tight end roll. 3 out, 3 out. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check his right. Sled. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Express. Motion. 26 Mike.
Carr to throw again. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete here. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now Carr again. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for number 10. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Yeah. Let's go. Mike 55, Mike 55. 8.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Dancing to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Ravens 33, Raiders 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Very short kick taken right at the 20. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That one goes for 24 yards.
On the play. And a Las Vegas first down.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. 26 months. 26 months. Stop your mind.
On first down, Carr. This one complete to Gafford. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Carr. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Henry Ruggs.
Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Makes the score Ravens 33. Raiders 21. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2nd and 8.
From the gun, Jackson. Throwing left side, it's complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Tucker lining up for the extra point.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
Defense is always talking about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. This is caught at the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
A gain of 55
A big play that
yards.
time for the Raiders.
And the
55
Raiders
yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw, it's Carr. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. That one caught out wide by Boykin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Good.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It's 2nd.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Now an option play on 2nd down. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. This is something that we've seen from Lamar Jackson since back in his Louisville days. He can be so dangerous with the RPO.
Yeah, and whoever designed the RPOs, it's almost like they had a guy like Lamar Jackson in mind because of his ability to do everything. He can tuck it and throw it. He can tuck it and run it. He can hand it off inside when he gets the right read. Bottom line is most teams want him to hand it off because when he takes off and goes, he can break down a defense.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders 32. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. You ain't got nothing.
They'll go again with Dobbins. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A pass underneath for Fournette. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
At the 9-yard line.
Two yards left on 2nd down from the 9. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The ball carrier.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive.
Switch gears.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
It's a loss of 4.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
55, Mike, guys, 55. Check.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Yeah, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
The handoff.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
A 57.
Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr eluding the pressure right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. So a field goal gets you back within a score, but they're going to go for the bigger chunk here. Kicking team on the sidelines. Offense on for 4th down. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Now Carr going to try for it himself. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
The score, Ravens 39. Raiders.
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Ball carrier.
It was Isaiah Johnson there to make the stop. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing, but at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. Tanner Muse there defensively. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Six yards left on 2nd down. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
The ball carrier.
Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Jackson to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
Turnover on down.
Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now...
and, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Today's final score.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Baltimore, it will wind up a .500 season as the win means they'll finish right at 8-8. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they go out with a bit of a whimper as they wrap up a very trying 3-13 season. And this front office will have plenty of work to do in the draft and through free agency to turn this ship around. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.